Hello everyone, it's Nick Lawson with CDC Take Charge Software. Well, the release of Microsoft's new operating system, Windows 10, which I believe I heard is going to be called Threshold, and if it is, I think that's a very cool name for it, is less than a week away. I, for one, am very excited about it. I'm looking forward to seeing our desktop app on the new operating system, one, to see how it looks, and two, to see how it performs. Now, if you've been following along, you know we've been improving the functionality of our application by adding different modules to it. Last week, or the previous session, we added two ActiveX objects to our quick launch bar, which work as a dual pane file and folder utility system. This allows the user to perform any utilities that they could perform in Windows, such as copy, paste, move, rename, edit, open, check the properties of any file or folder on their computer, just as they do in Windows, only they're doing it within our desktop. The other thing the two ActiveX objects do is give us the ability to view any of the data from our many database tables within our desktop application. Our contacts, our document writer, our to-dos, our activities, our notes, anything. This week, what we're going to look at are two new features. One is our send external file viewer, and the other is our run command enhancements. Now let's start with this. Everyone knows that on the Windows Start menu you have a run box. That allows you to take and open up a run bar which stores everything that you do historically in here. But it stores it with no real rhyme or reason except that it does it in the latest first. So descending order. Um, Typically this is used by technical support people. They want to be able to ping computers across networks. They want to do IP configs. They want to take and open up the regedit and work in Windows system utilities in the background. That's all done from here, and it's very simple for them to do. However, for us average users, we don't really understand this very often, and so unless we're told to go there, we don't. What I thought would be cool is if we could take and find a way to make that work better for the average user. So what I've done is I created a run bar, and I have a radio choice of some basic things. So I have historical history, command line or command interpreter history, quick launch applications, desktop applications, and web applications. Now, if I want to see desktop, for example, I select it, and then over here on my run bar, my list will switch and only show desktop applications. Now notice it doesn't point to where the folder is, it simply shows the alias for it. So if I pick one and I want to run it, I simply click run. There it is. Let's say I want to look at my quick launch applications. Well, I come over here, now my list has changed. Let's say I want to look at commands. Again, my list has changed. So as you can see, and see the commands, instead of saying uh, change directory, display directory, C colon, backslash downloads, it simply has names. So you assign an alias name to it, so then the user can just type in a couple letters, display it on the path, and then click run and away it goes. It's very cool and very easy for them to use. And the historical section will be for like storing data files that they use often, like Excel spreadsheets or documents or video files that they like to watch, or music programs they like to listen to. So all those can be stored right here and have easy access from this one little bar and one little button. Very cool. Now let's look at our external file viewer. So I'm going to go down here to temp, navigate to that folder. Let's say I want to look at the contents of a PDF file. So I select a file in my source folder, Then I click on send to viewer over here above the target. There it is. Now you notice up here I can save it, which it's already saved. I don't have to, but I could print it directly. I can zoom out, zoom in, and I can open Adobe and view it in there to do other things in the Adobe editor. Very cool. A text file basically works the same. I select it, send it to my viewer, and here it is. Now I can right click and I can look at the properties, I can open it to edit it, I can do other different things with it, anything that I want to do. Let's look at a graphics file. Send it to viewer, and as you can see the graphics show up and the quality of the image is very good. So that works. Now let's look at an HTML file. And there you go. And as you can see, this page displays correctly, and it has underscores for the links that are on this page pointing to other pages. Now, what's cool, if you take and have the path statements for these links written correctly, and they're all stored in paths that can be found, then if you click on them, it's going to open up the Windows Explorer and display that link externally in that browser. That's very cool. And what it gives us the potential of doing, at least I believe so, is to be able to take and create simple HTML pages, set up a website that's like on Just Host or someplace cheap where you're paying like 12 bucks for a year, and then link up a data table on your web root on your machine, and as customers use the application, you'll be able to take and receive that data locally, store it, and process it back to the website for like login purposes or payment records and that kind of stuff. That would be very cool. Now I know you can do that in Alpha Web Developer, and it does it very well and makes it very simple to build some very complex and cool looking applications. So I'm not trying to take away from that. But, and it's no secret, uh, the monthly charges for running and maintaining a web-based application is a whole lot higher than $12 a year. In fact, it's like $50 a month. So if you are a small business and can't afford that and you need a simple solution, this may very well be it. Now, and again, I says I believe it can. It's one of the things I'll be working on. And once I get it working, absolutely positively, I will share it with you guys on our blog. Speaking of which, the code for the send external file viewer and for the enhanced run bar uh, will be on our blog. So if you want to see how that's done, the address is cdc.takecharge. I'm sorry, cdctakecharge.wordpress.com, and you'll be able to see all the code, copy it, and use it as you want, adjust it any way you feel you need to, and it's yours for free. As always, I know your time's important to you, and when you come and spend it with us, we appreciate it. So have a great day. We look forward to you visiting with us again, and be sure to stop by our blog and look at how this was all done. Thanks again, and have a great day.